Welcome to Da Nang, Vietnam. Da Nang is a coastal city in central Vietnam, located above Ho Chi Minh City and below Hanoi. It's a popular tourist destination. The city is host to beaches and Da Nang Bay, marble mountains, pagodas, and Buddhist shrines. Da Nang serves as a base for visiting Hoi An in the south, a 1-hour drive, Hue in the north, a 2-hour drive, and Na Hills inland for a 1-hour drive. It was my favorite city in Vietnam, and in my opinion, the most beautiful out of the 4 I had visited, and a must visit if you travel to Vietnam. By air, you arrive at Da Nang International Airport. I booked my airport transfer through Klook. As a first-time visitor, there's 2 areas I recommend for staying. The first area is centered around Dragon Bridge, highlighted in orange. It's a 10-minute drive from the airport. I recommend this area first because there's beautiful walking waterfront promenades along the river and 2 other walking bridges beside the Dragon Bridge. You have access to more local eateries, street stalls, cafes, and at cheaper prices. The streets are very lively at night, with more locals hanging around this area. I choose this area if you enjoy walking around, exploring, and intermingling with the locals. The second area is in front of My Khe Beach, highlighted in cyan, a 15-minute drive from the airport. This area is slightly more expensive in prices for accommodations and tends to have higher priced restaurants, as it caters more to upscale tourists. I choose this area if you enjoy hanging out at the beach. I stayed at Val Soleil Hotel for 970,000 Vietnamese dong, $41 per night. It's a bit overpriced for what you get when compared to our previous stay in Nha Trang for $20 a night. However, it is an excellent prime location. They had great laundry service here, which the price depends on how many items you want to wash. You can also book tours such as Na Hills at the lobby reception, as the hotel had a tour agency they partnered with. The infinity pool at the top has a nice view at night and of the Dragon Bridge, which shoots fire and water every Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. A 5-minute walk to an MMA gym, a 2 to 5-minute walk to a variety of restaurants and cafes, and a 10 to 15-minute walk to the Dragon Bridge and the Love Bridge / waterfront promenade. Na Hills SunWorld is a must-visit place when you are in Da Nang, Vietnam. You enjoy a cable car ride that holds the world record for the longest non-stop single-track cable car at 5,800 meters, 19,000 feet in length, up to Na Hills, where it is home to the iconic Golden Hands Bridge, 1,500 meters above sea level. This Golden Hands Bridge sits on the top edge of a mountain, connecting to a town that is immersed in the clouds. Imagine the hands of God holding a path for you to cross the heavens. The town reminded me of the air temples in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where the Air Nation and the Air Nomads resided. Because you were so high up near the clouds, it made me feel detached from groundly things, and it was a spiritual experience.
To the west.
Warning though, it was very crowded and hot. You can expect to spend 1.5 hours being in lines just to get to the top of the hills where all the sights and activities are. I booked my tour at my hotel reception, Val Soleil, for 1,200,000 Vietnamese dong, or $51 USD, which included the entrance fee, a buffet coupon at Beer Plaza, and transportation there and back to the hotel. At Beer Plaza was an all-you-can-eat buffet that had a great variety of foods, with traditional dishes like bánh ướt, bánh cuốn, bánh bèo, bánh lọc, bánh tôm chiên, and other dishes like barbecue beef, shrimps, sushi rolls, pad thai, soups like gan rong beng, Vietnamese traditional seaweed soup, pho, and fruits like fresh calamansi and passion fruit. The tour started at 8 a.m. and returned me to the hotel at 5 p.m. The tour service was excellent and very on time for pickup and drop off. The Marble Mountains, Nhu Han Sung. This place was absolutely free. You can easily spend between 2 to 3 hours here with many parts to explore. Physical exertion required is comfortable pace with some effort. Some uphill walking is required. The Marble Mountains comprises of 2 activities. There is a cave you can enter at the bottom, but there's also a hike at the top of the mountain with more caves and shrines, and a peak looking over Da Nang. The place gives a mystical feeling and reminds me of a scene from Indiana Jones. You can tell there was a lot of effort in the construction and maintenance of this place. There are charity boxes with the option to donate some money. I recommend putting in a bill to help support and keep this place up and running.
Swear you got me falling for your eyes and
Dua Linh Ung, a Buddhist temple in Huang Sa. Access to here was free. It opens from morning to night. You can expect to spend an hour here. Physical exertion required is minimal. It's light and easy walking, mostly on flat ground. There's optional charity boxes. You can donate money to support the maintenance of the temple in the grounds. There are amazing detailed statues and sculptures of deities and beasts at this temple. It's a beautiful temple layout with a giant statue of Quang Am, the goddess of mercy. I like that all the temples in Vietnam are free with the voluntary option to donate, and they were extremely well maintained and clean. While I found in Bali, Indonesia, you had to pay to enter the Hindu temples, and most of the temples in Bali were not maintained and not well kept. As mentioned earlier in the video, you can visit Hoi An, a 1-hour drive located south of Da Nang. It's an old town cut through with canals with a melting pot of Chinese and French colonial-style architecture. One of the activities includes a village offering a coconut boat tour. In the north of Da Nang, a 2-hour drive, you can visit Hue, a town with a history of dynasty emperors, reflected by the remaining palaces and shrines. Each town will take approximately a day if you plan to explore and walk around. The Dragon Bridge. On Saturdays and Sundays at 9 p.m. to 9:10 p.m., the Dragon Bridge will shoot fire for the first 5 minutes and shoot water out of its mouth for the last 5 minutes. A lot of the locals will gather to watch the spectacle. Be warned, you will get drenched if you plan to stand in front. At the face end of the Dragon Bridge, you will find the Love Bridge and the waterfront promenade with a statue of a dragonfish. First favorite eat in Da Nang is at Bun Bo Me Mui, 30,000 Vietnamese dong for a bowl, $1.30 USD. Pretty good and flavorful. It's a local mom and pop shop with her kids helping. Pho Lien Hoi An, 35,000 Vietnamese dong, $1.50 USD. Flavorful broth and good noodles. I love pho, 75,000 Vietnamese dong for the hot stone bowl pho, $3.20 USD, a full pho experience. The quay bread here was the best I had in Vietnam, made fresh.
Swear you got me falling for your ass alone.
Gardenia Garden Coffee and Bakery, my favorite cafe in Da Nang. A drink is around 45,000 Vietnamese dong, $1.90 USD. It's open 6:30 a.m. in the morning to 10:30 p.m. at night, making it a very accessible and convenient location. The cafe was modern, spacious, good lighting, had Wi-Fi and air conditioning. It's a great place to hang out, rest and relax, or to meet a date. It had 2 floors with a nice ambience. My favorite drink here was the avocado with espresso. You get your omega-3s with a dose of caffeine. The staff was also very friendly and fun. Thank you for joining me this week in Da Nang, Vietnam, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the next destination.
Whatever you did, can you do some more now? Swear you got me falling for your ass alone. Whatever you gave, can I take some more now?